Look, I know a lot of us are sick of this Jada story, but not enough of us saw the fact that Jada Pinkett Smith went to the Today Show and clearly demanded that she come back on and blame Hoda Kotb for all the bad press. Guys, you aren't going to believe this.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph the Alternate, John the Alternative, joined as ever by our erstwhile leader, Andy Signor, and yeah, this is pretty mind-blowing what Jada is trying to do right now.
It's just some Jada mind tricks is what I'm going to call them from moving forward. Instead of Jada mind tricks, guys. Because look, this one, I missed this one because honestly, I'll be honest, I'm getting sick of this story and Jada and all of it. But this one needs to be exposed. I hope you guys will share it. By the way, while we have your attention, click the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. We're in that weird phase of the algorithm, and thanks to everybody who's rediscovering it. But guys, this one's a doozy. All right, I want to go back. Steph has it queued. This is the original clip that the Today Show posted that she gave an exclusive to Hoda, and they did. I want you just to watch this first before we play this new clip that's going to blow your mind. Ready, Steph? Go ahead, cue it.
All right, here we go.
There's so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper, but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Okay, pause. Now let's keep. There's nothing that was all Jada. Yes, divorce. Right? Jada's confirming it. There's no confusion or anything there. Now, guys, that was the story, right? We all reported on this, that Will Smith, oh my God, they've been separated all these years. What a terrible person. So now cut to, this was, I think, Monday or Tuesday. Jada shows up on the Today Show again. Now, I learned all this, and props to Molly McPherson, PR expert. We've had her on. I saw her tweet or her text about, or Instagram, whatever, about this yesterday, last night. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize this. She demanded, this is my speculation, Steph, but it sure looks like she demanded to come back on to correct the story is what it sort of is being played as. So here she came back. This is not something most celebrities do. Come on the show 8 times in studio. This just reeks of desperation. You did a whole sit-down interview for an hour, Jada. You got a whole special. Like, you don't come back in studio the next Monday unless you're something really egregious, right, Steph? But no, she came back in studio, guys. And then you can just tell the energy between her and Hoda is different. Hoda's trying her best to be nice and give Jada whatever she thinks they did wrong. But let's start the beginning. Here's the beginning of the interview.
Okay, here we go.
Say anything.
Judge, you can't say anything. Yeah. And the beautiful part about it is like this whole journey, as difficult as it's been, has just brought Will and I closer in such an authentic way. You know, instead of trying to be a thing, it's like just tearing all that down and finding what's true between us. Wow. And it's been beautiful.
So that was a question. I thought we had the Hoda part earlier, but it's fine. You get this taste. Hoda was asking her all this. Was it worth it? The stuff that's coming out. Hoda's pushing her a little bit and asking her this question. So then they go in and Hoda gives another puff piece. But there was a little bit of, you could just tell Hoda was pushing her a bit. Now, Steph, go to the second half, the beginning of the end of the interview. I want to play that large chunk here because Hoda's going to ask again here, and this is where you're going to see the tension start brewing.
You find another great love, or if Will finds another great love.
There's no finding another great love, and I think that's the point. It's like we are in a place now that we are in a deep healing space. And we are really concentrating on healing the relationship between us.
So it may not be the divorce on paper anymore?
There's no divorce on paper.
I mean, not on paper. There might not be a divorce in theory anymore?
Yeah, no. We really have been working hard.
Oh.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
We might I was trying to take. Well, I totally missed that on the whole. That's the whole thing.
So wait, just so I'm 100% clear. You were divorced, not on paper, but now we might be a point where we're back together.
We are working very hard at
Oh my
bringing
God.
our bringing our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes, because here's the thing about husband-wife marriage.
Pause it. Hoda's just losing her mind. This is so awkward, Steph, because she's like, duh, we're back together. And Hoda's like, I don't know that. You told me you guys were divorced for all these years. You went, boop. And now suddenly you're trying to tell me like I made a mistake and you guys aren't. And you're all like, I tried to block. No, you didn't, Jada. You're only doing that now because the backlash has been so brutal. And as Molly pointed out, this is just inconsistent messaging. She's been trying to do this drip of all these little stupid drama pieces, right? And it got exposed. And I'm glad we get to see this now because I didn't even realize she went back on the Today Show to try to act all like, you all had it wrong. No, Jada, you put it out there and now you regret it. And I don't know if Will is now even more upset as he should be or what, but that's what's coming from this. So let's keep playing because now she's gonna watch her try to justify this even further.
For me,
Just hit play.
my healing process, I came into that with very specific ideas, right? Very specific ideas that
so aggressive.
To me, just seeing Will as who he is. He can't be this perfect, idealized husband.
Yes, of course.
I have to be able to accept him for the human that he is.
Look at her talking down to Hoda.
The human that I am, and we want to love each other there.
Okay, so you might like live in the same house and have the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's the only part. That's the only part in the special that I felt like got lost.
Well, guess what? It is found. We found it today. We found it today. Jada, thank you.
Keep going. Wait, I want to see even Al Roker does a dip better.
Your time. You guys check out the book Worthy. It's got a lot of life lessons in it, beautifully written, and it tells you so much about your life.
Oh, it's like, I hate my job.
About how you raise your children, your life before there. It's full of richness. So, Jada, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
The book's out tomorrow. All right, Mr.
Wait, watch this.
Check of the
We landed the plane, baby.
We landed it.
Boom. Yes. I like that. All right.
Even Al's like noticing the tension of this, like, oh, are we going to crash? What's going on? Did we deliver this passenger the way she expected us to? Because the Today Show's a puff piece. You know what I mean? Like Today Show's morning TV. They got to be nice to celebrities. There's so much drama clearly behind the scenes of it all. And you can tell. And Jada's so condescending, Steph. Just talking down to Hoda, like, like, we don't know your life, Jada, and what you've put out has made us now just horrified and so confused, and none of us want to hear anymore. She's overshared to the point that it's like, why would we want a book from you? You've already put it all out there, dude. It's not like you haven't ever told anything about your private life or the family. That's all she does, Steph. So this book is just not working. And also, interestingly enough, I know we don't have the graphic, but you'll have to trust us. Go look it up. I'll check it. We can check it while we're live. But this is not the best seller, right, Steph? Of the memoirs that have come out on her opening day of the book sales, Jada was like number 3 or 4 behind Britney, of course, number 1, like Scorsese's book. Arnold's like neck and neck. But for her to not have the number 1 bestseller on the day of release, Steph, that says a lot. That says a lot that people are losing interest because this should have been huge number 1 bestseller for at least the day. You know what I mean, Steph? And it wasn't. It's been lower and it's starting to sink pretty fast. So massive failure on Jada's part. And this clip, I think these juxtapositions show how awful this inconsistent message was. And just, again, proves Jada's lies. Like, she's just so full of it. And she's so angry. You can see the anger seething to Hoda, who's trying her best to just, like, report the story as she's been told. But bravo to Hoda for keeping it, classy. But, my God, what do you think, Steph? I think Hoda wanted to slap her.
I want to slap her. What the hell? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. The inconsistencies of Jada, but, it's what we are to expect, really, at this point. I mean, what was it? A couple of days ago, we were reporting on the fact that, there's a lot of people, let's say, in the particular community, like 50 Cent, turning around and saying, hang on a minute, you, an illicit substance dealer? Get out of Dodge, get out of town. What you talking shiz for? So, Yeah, Jada is getting it on all sides at the moment, and people are picking apart her story and tearing it apart for, you know, the fiction that it is. Worthy should be in the fiction aisle, not the non-fiction aisle, it seems. But yeah, with that being said, guys, on that bombshell, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, make sure you subscribe to this channel.
We got more Will Smith reactions are coming. So as Steph said, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
And hit the join.
Yeah.
And subscribe to Steph the Alternate as well. She's been helping tremendously. Yes, I'm recouping. I'm doing well. Stay tuned, guys. Hopefully another week or so. I can't wait to be back in studio. But thanks to everybody who's been watching. And thank you, Steph, for doing all that you're doing.
You're very welcome, hon. My pleasure. And on the screen right now are some videos you'll want to clickety-click, clickety-click.
Clickety-click.